I have made notes on how to draw the ER diagram for the topic travel agency system. So whatever is given in that notes, if you write that in your examination, in your engineering semester exams or assessment, it is more than enough for you to get good score. The notes you can write for a 10-mark question or a 5-mark question also. The ER diagram will also be attached in the PDF. Every single step will be clearly explained and it will also be understandable. If you read that notes, you will understand on how to draw the ER diagram for the travel agency system. So before the exams, it will also be helpful for you to look into the PDF and revise. If you want that PDF, you need to send an email to this mail ID, madeeasyforyou123@gmail.com, madeeasyforyou123@gmail.com. So you need to send a mail telling that I need the PDF for the topic travel agency system ER diagram. Then you will have to pay 20 rupees. Once you have done the payment, I will be sharing you the PDF through the mail. Now let's get into the video. In this video, we are going to learn on how to draw the ER diagram for the topic travel agency system. So before watching this video, kindly watch the video in which I have explained about the symbols that are required in drawing the ER diagram and the steps that are required in drawing the ER diagram. So the link of that video I have attached in the description box. So kindly watch that video first, then continue watching this video for better understanding. So once you know about the symbols and about the steps, it will be easy for you to draw the ER diagram for any topic that is given to you. Here the topic given to us is travel agency system. So the first step is we need to identify the entities. So what can be the entities? First of all, what is an entity? It is an object with physical existence or conceptual existence. So what could be the entities for the topic travel agency? Customer. Customer is the very most important entity because without customers, it's not at all possible for the travel agency system to run. So customer, they are people, they are person. So therefore, they are physically existing. So customer is an object with physical existence. Next, tour. Yes, again, tour is an entity because it is conceptually existing. So where the customers will be taken, they'll be taken on tour. So tour is an important object. You're not able to see the tour or touch the tour, but it is happening. You are going on a tour, so that is happening conceptually. Therefore, tour is an entity. Next, destination. To which destination you're going, to which place you're going on tour. That is also very important. So again, destination is an entity with conceptual existence because again the destination you're not going to go and touch every parts, right? It is conceptually happening. So on a tour you will go to some place. You'll go to some city or to some other country on a tour. So therefore destination is an entity with conceptual existence. Next, agent. Agent will only be guiding the customer about the packages they are providing. So therefore agent is an entity with physical existence because agent again they are the people. So therefore you're able to physically see them, you're able to touch them. Therefore agent is an entity with physical existence. Next, booking. So if you are okay with a particular package, you're okay with that means then you have to book for that particular tour. So booking is very important. Again, booking is an object with conceptual existence. Booking is taking place. While booking only you'll do the payment, right? So that booking is taking place, you're not able to see that. You're not able to touch that, but booking is happening in order to go on a tour. So therefore booking is an entity. So what are all the entities we saw? Booking, customer, tour, agent, destination. So we are going to draw them now. We need to write the entity name inside the rectangle box. So booking is an entity and it must be written inside a rectangular box. Next entity is customer and it must be written inside a rectangular box. Next entity name is tour. It must be written inside a rectangular box. Next entity name is agent. Again, it must be written inside a rectangular box. And last entity is destination and it must be written inside a rectangular box. So now the second step, this was the first step. The second step is you need to identify the attributes for every single entity and write that. So what are all the attributes of the entity agent? Name of the agent. Agent will have a name, so it must be written inside the oval shape. So name is an attribute of the entity agent. Next is agent ID. This must be underlined and it must be written inside the oval shape. It is underlined because it is a primary key. Now if in a travel agency system, if 10 agents are working and if the agent ID of one agent is 33, the same agent ID 33 will not be repeated to any of the remaining 9 agents. Since that agent ID is unique, it is known as a primary key, so we have underlined it. Next is the phone number of the agent. It must be written inside double oval because agent can have more than one phone number. Any attribute which is having more than one value, that attribute is known as a multi-value attribute. Since agent can have more than one phone number, this particular attribute phone number is known as a multi-value attribute and hence we are writing it inside a double oval. Next is a email ID is the attribute of the entity agent. So these are all the attributes of the entity agent. Next, let's look into the attributes of the entity destination. To which city you are going on a tour, that is one attribute. Next, sometimes we'll also go to different countries on a tour. So to which country you are going on a tour, to which city you are going on a tour, all of these are the attributes of the entity destination. Next, what are all the attributes of the entity tour? What is the duration of the tour? Is it 1 week or 1 month or 10 days or 3 days? What is the duration of the tour? Next, what is the tour name? Name of the tour. Is it a trip to Kanyakumari or is it a trip to London? So that is a tour name. To whichever destination you are going, that will be the tour name. Next is the description. Description about the tour. Description in the sense to which all places you will be going. On the first day, to which all places you will be visiting. On the second day, which all places you will be visiting. In which hotel you will be staying. All of those details will be there. What is the price detail? Everything will be there in the description. So that is an important attribute. Next, the price details. What is the price of the tour package? That is an important one. Very important one. Next, lastly, the tour ID. This must be underlined and should be written inside the oval shape because it is a primary key. Tour ID is very important because now if you are going on a trip to Dubai, so that Dubai trip details will be having a separate tour ID. Now next you want to go on a trip to Pondicherry. Then that Pondicherry package will have a different tour ID. So for every single place you are visiting, for every single tour package, the tour IDs will be different and unique. The same tour ID will not be repeated. A tour ID to Shillong and a tour ID to Dubai will not be the same. It will be different. It is going to be unique for every single tour that you are planning on. So therefore the tour ID is unique. So it must be underlined and written inside the oval shape since it is a primary key. Next, what are all the attributes of the entity customer? Name of the customer is an important attribute. Next, address of the customer is an important attribute. Address, name. Next, again, the phone number of the customer. It must be written inside double ovals because phone number is a multi-value attribute because the customer can have more than one phone number. Next, email ID of the customer. It must be written inside the oval shape. What is the email ID? So these are all the attributes of the entity customer. Next, importantly, the customer ID. So the customers will also be given an ID. This must be underlined and written inside the oval shape because it is a primary key. So customers will be having an ID. Now the customers who are going on a trip to Shillong, for example, if 10 customers are going, for every single customer they will give an ID. There will be an ID given to them, and that ID will be unique for all the 10 customers who are going on a tour to Shillong. It's not going to repeat. The customer ID is not going to repeat. Customer ID is given because the details must be stored separately for every single customer. So for the customer ID 33, their details, your name, address, city, all of those, email ID, all of that will be stored. Next, for the customer ID who is having 44 as the customer ID, their details will be stored. So customer ID will be unique for every single customer. Therefore, it is a primary key. Next, what are all the attributes of the entity? Booking. On which date you have booked. So booking date. So on which date you have booked for the tour. Next, what is the departure date? So on which date you are starting for the tour. So if I am starting on a tour today, then the departure date will be today's date. Next, return date. Return date is on which date I am returning back to my home, returning back from the tour. That date is known as the return date. Next is booking ID. This must be underlined and written inside the oval shape because it is a primary key. So booking ID, once you have booked for the tour package, an ID will be provided. So that ID you must be showing. Only when you show that ID, all the details. So to which place you have booked the tour for, on which date you are starting, which date the tour is ending, you're returning back, how much cost you have paid, how much amount you have paid for the tour, how much balance it is there for paying. So all of these details will be shown when you tell the booking ID after you have booked. So after you have booked for the tour, a booking ID will be generated. When you say that booking ID, all the details of your tour package and your personal details will be displayed to the travel agency in order to track your proper tour status. So booking ID is unique for every single customer who has booked. Therefore, it is a primary key. So you must underline it. So this is the second step. Second step is identifying the attributes. The third step is relationship. You need to draw the relationship, which is a line and a diamond box, which is connecting the two entities. Now booking and customer, I'm going to connect these two by drawing a line and a diamond. Booking made, I'm writing made inside this because booking is made by the customer. So bookings are done by customer only. Next, customer and tour entity, I'm connecting using a relationship and I'm writing book inside the diamond box because customer books for the tours. So booking is made by the customer and customer is booking for the tour is the relationship. Next, customer and agent, I'm going to draw a relationship and inside this I'm going to write assist. So agent will be assisting about the tour details to the customer. So customer wants to book a tour means they need to contact the travel agency. That is, you need to contact the agent and they will be guiding you on the various tour packages that are available in their travel agency system. So therefore, agent is assisting the customer on the various packages that are available. Next, tour and destination, I'm going to connect with the relationship and write includes inside this. So tour includes destination. Now if it is a 10-day tour, maybe 5 days you will be on the destination of Shillong and the remaining 5 days you will be on the destination of Sirapunji. So two different destinations are there. So therefore, tour includes various destinations. So these are all the relationships. Booking is made by the customer. Customer books for the tour. Agent will assist the customer on the packages that are available. Next, tour includes various destinations. This is the third step. The final step is the cardinality. We need to write the cardinality for the relationships we have made. So now, booking and customer. Many bookings can be done by one single customer is the cardinality. Many is to one is the cardinality. So many bookings can be made by one customer. So one customer, maybe that customer wants to go on a tour together as a family. So they will be booking for 5 tickets, right? 5 bookings they will be making. They'll pay for 5 people. It is a group payment because one customer wants to do many bookings since they are going on a family tour and not a single person tour. Therefore, the relationship between booking and customer will have a cardinality of many is to one. Next, customer and tour is there. So one customer can book for many tours. So one customer can book on many tours. Now the customer for this week is booking on a tour to Shillong. The same customer can book for a tour to Kerala in the next week. So the same customer, one single customer can book for many tours. Therefore, the relationship between cardinality and tour entities will have a cardinality, customer and tours will have a cardinality of 1 is to many. Next, the relationship between customer and agent will have the cardinality of 1 in the agent place and many in the customer place because one agent needs to explain about the tour packages to many customers. One single agent will have to explain it to many customers whoever call and ask details about the tour packages. Next, between tour entity and destination entity, the cardinality will be 1 is to many. One tour can have many destinations. Now you have booked on a tour. It is a 10-day tour. So there will be many destinations in a single tour itself. In a single tour itself, the first destination can be to Shillong. The second destination can be to Sirapunji. So in that 10 days, you are going for 2 destinations. Then only you are returning back. So one tour can have many destinations. So these are the cardinalities of this ER diagram for the topic travel agency system. So this is the final ER diagram for travel agency system. So the first step is identifying the entities. The second step is identifying the attributes for every single entity and writing. The third step is connecting the two entities using relationship. And the last step is writing the cardinality for the diagram. So in this way, you need to draw the ER diagram for any topic that is given to you. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends.